So recently a lot of people have been asking me how they can make their own model and make money with it, okay? So I thought I'd make a quick little video just discussing like the base premises of how you can actually make a model. So I'm just going to quickly go over the process of how you can do it and get started. So the first thing you want to do is actually find an AI model generator. There's millions of them out there, some online, some what require more skill than others, right? But the one I'm going to recommend for you is called Genfluence. So if you go on to Google and Google Genfluence, there's going to be an AI generator where you can generate your model, okay? It's very easy to use, that's why I'm going to recommend it here, but the downside is the quality is not that good. So of course there is better models out there what you can use and find, but I'm just going to recommend Genfluence because of like the way it works, right? It's just so easy to use, I'm going to explain how. So obviously when you generate a character, when you generate your model, you want to be able to make sure that's consistent, right? And you want to make sure it's got the same face, the same whatever, right? And Genfluence allows that through their character option. So if you create the face, so say you want a model who's ginger, got blue eyes, freckles, whatever else she's got, a fringe, bangs, whatever, right? You can then save that face onto something called a character, which is built into Genfluence, which makes it a lot easier for you to actually create character consistency. So that means you can use this character and just generate whatever images you want with the exact same face, while a lot of softwares don't allow that. So like I say, Genfluence does have a lot of downsides, and the main downside is the quality is not the best, but what can you expect when it's literally just a Google AI generator? Like the quality is never going to be the best because there's no skill to really learn. All you really have to learn is how to prompt the images, and there's nothing else you can improve on. But I'm going to get onto sections where you can actually improve your AI model in the future. So if you want to go into the more advanced model creation methods, right, you've got to learn all the UIs, the user interfaces, right? You've got to learn all the stuff what's extremely hard to learn, right? Stuff like Comfy UI, I don't know the other ones, right? But it's just the main ones where you can do literally anything with them, right? That's the positive about them. You can do literally anything you want with them. You can make the best quality images. You can make any images you want of literally anything you can like ever dream of, okay? The only downside is it's extremely hard to learn. That's why you wouldn't really hear people recommending it to beginners, because of how hard it is to learn. And not only that, it's pretty expensive to learn. So it's ran locally on your computer. That means you need good equipment. You need a good GPU, which is often $600-700 quid, $800, whatever, right? So it's pretty expensive to run. Or you can rent a GPU, which is still like, it might even be upwards of $60-70 a month, which is obviously pretty expensive. So what I would recommend for you is to start on Genfluence, which is pretty easy, or another online software which is pretty easy. You can have character generation, fucking consistency, all that stuff, right? And in the meantime, learn Genfluence, right? A lot of people want their model to be perfect, but it's not going to be. I literally made a video about this, about perfectionism and how it'll destroy you, and your business will never set up if you are a perfectionist, right? Because you're going to constantly worry about it being the best. But what I recommend for you is start on Genfluence or another easy generator. In the meantime, learn something what's harder, like Comfy UI. That's how you're really going to get ahead of the competition, because if there's two separate people, right, one of them starts instantly, they start on Genfluence, generating a model, posting on Instagram, then another one spends 2 months learning Comfy UI, right? But they don't post and the model isn't even set up right. In them 2 months, this person could be gaining lots of traffic on Instagram, TikTok, whatever they're posting on, while this person hasn't even got an Instagram up. So you got to think about all them followers and all them subs what you could potentially be missing. If you work every single day, you don't miss a lucky day, right? So this person might have 3 lucky days in them 2 months where they end up getting 5-6 subs, which end up bringing them $1,000, $2,000, right? While this person's just sat here doing absolutely shit all. They've learned how to use AI, but they're not using it for anything in particular to make money. So there's no point. So literally start on Genfluence, and in the meantime, learn Comfy UI and all the other UIs, which will actually make your model consistency good, and it'll actually make good pictures. So the main task for you, if you haven't created an AI model right now, is literally just generate an AI model on some software, get the face consistency, play around with it a bit, see what images you can get, see if they're good enough quality to be posted on Instagram, whatever, right? Make a name for your model and just distinguish what her personality type and all that stuff's going to be, then make an Instagram as soon as possible, right? So see, we've got the ginger model who's got bangs, right, and you've named her, I don't know, Amanda Clean or something, just some daft, right? Just a random name, right? You've named her that. So make an Instagram account belonging to Amanda Clean, post a picture of her where she's got a bikini on, she's got lingerie on, something appealing, right? Something what will get the audience intrigued and actually want them to explore the page more. Just post a few pictures like that and get your Instagram up and running as soon as possible, because that's where your traffic is going to come from. Even other social medias, not just Instagram, just using that as an example because it's the easiest traffic source, right? Start on Instagram, expand outwards to Threads, TikTok, Reddit, whatever you want, right? Try pick 2 traffic sources. That's my recommendation for you. Another question I often get, like quite regularly, is how much money can you actually make with AI models, right? And you got to think, in normal OnlyFans management, it's hard to get models, and you can only have a certain amount of models because there might not even be enough supply for your demand, right? So that means you're capped. Of course, you can still make millions a month with it, but there's not as many models. While AI, you can generate as many models as you possibly want. You could generate 1,000 models, and if you somehow build a team to manage them 1,000 models, you're making the income of 1,000 models, and each one of them might bring in 10k, so you're making a canny bit of money, right? It's endless limitations, right? The only thing stopping you is working. That's literally all it is working, consistency, and having the drive to actually move forward and make the money. But that is all for this video. If you want to learn more about AI models, there's a Telegram in the description. It's got 150 plus people in, all working towards AI models and all that shite. So make sure you join that. Please subscribe if you like the video, because that'd be great. That's all. See ya.